coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Tonight, we begin Week 8 with a good matchup for you here between the Arizona Cardinals and the New England Patriots. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First play and a first pass for Murray. This will go to Henry out wide. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And they look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. To throw is Murray. He finds his man complete. That's Buchanan. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now the first carry for Derrick Henry. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to small up the ball carrier.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Hey, simple.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
To try again after the sack. Murray. He hits Adams complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 18. 23 yards the pickup there. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. This is taken in by McBride. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Trey McBride, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Jones in the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And the drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Throwing Jones. That's swung out wide to Harris. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Patriots sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
Now Jones. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones, it's brought in by Harris. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So their defense gave up the opening drive touchdown, and now, Charles, they're going to look to work this ball down the field and get the equalizer.
Yeah, there's got to be a little bit of balance in how you're thinking and how you're approaching this game because the way things go in the NFL today, that opening touchdown often changes your strategy. You feel like you have to match everything right here, right now. But I like the way they're being methodical on offense here in their first drive, hoping to get the equalizer, but not forcing anything.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, I'm continuing to let him throw the football. Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On second and very short, Jones. This is caught by Evans. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now we're first and 10 at the 11. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Ready.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football, as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Back to throw. Jones. Into a sea of defenders, intercepted. And the Cards are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning to points for the other side.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Throw left side complete. That's Buchanan. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. He saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position. Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen. No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he's going to ball that time and find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time. Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one. Now a dump off here complete and to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
He's got Derrick Henry again, back-to-back catches. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. There'll be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 18,
2nd and 5 now. Jones. This one caught by Kittle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Here we go.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Jones. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Hand for 11. Hand for 11.
Here's Jones on 3rd down. And oh, it'll be intercepted. It's Bubba Bolden who picks it. There he goes left side. 20, 10, 5, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. He finds his man, complete. That's Lions. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going.
Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And a catch right side by Evans. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They hand this off to Harris, and they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 2nd and 12, Jones hitting Juju on the slant. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On 3rd down, here's Harris. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Another try after the first down sack. Jones, he'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Looking to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over it.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
From the gun, Murray. Pass to the right, and he's got McBride. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. That'll be caught by Rice. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And it's complete to Adams. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Now Murray again. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Pats are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It's been pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Back to throw. Jones. And he is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, I think we've got evidence right now that this team's not going to be daunted at all. Just because they're backed up doesn't mean they're not going to continue to throw the football. They threw an incompletion on 1st down, but they came right back on 2nd down and threw it again. And this time they hit it for not just good yardage, but a 1st down.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
A 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Foxborough. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw again. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. Got it open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. That tackle by Jeffrey Simmons.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Jones. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And the Cardinals force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the 1st half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there. That's another beautiful throw right there. It gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm.
He tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
On 2nd and inches, Murray. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance.
Hey, check that. Three.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Jones. He finds his man, complete. It's Lyons. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. From the 38, Jones. He's going to look deep down the field. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think part of their plan was to hit him over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete as well.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
Back 60.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Cards are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards. The passing game continues to be their friend, even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles. They're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Murray now on 1st down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Murray To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Patriots are right back in this football game. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
First play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Cardinals are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Play action. Now it's Murray. Man open. It's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Hey, 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 finish.
Murray now on first down. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Cardinals on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Murray from midfield. On the out route, this is Adams with a catch. He's got room at the 30. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A big play there on the catch and run. 34 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Green, green, green.
Murray to air it out again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Murray going to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Pats are right back in this football game. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throw it, it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Zaven Collins there to make the play defensively.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Jones. He's going to let it fly. He's got him in, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
To throw is Jones. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lyons.
Let's go.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Here's Jones. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They'll try and run with Harris. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the